what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batgirl. So as you can see, this is the box containing the Batgirl figure. Now one of the things I'm kind of excited about with this figure, and I did have trouble finding this one, I actually had to order this one, is that it does come with like a build-a-piece, piece, so that the piece that we are building with this first wave of McFarlane Toys Multiverse figures is the Batmobile. So you have to have like 3 pieces, which comes with 3 different figures, and one of them is Batgirl, because I already know the other 2, Now this is actually based on her appearance of Batgirl, Art of the Crime, so this is like comic book based as far as like the look of how Batgirl looks, but it's still the Barbara Gordon version of Batgirl, and I am excited to just have a Batgirl figure anyway, but anyway, I'm going to just get into this. See, there's the Batgirl figure on the inside, and you can see the accessories that she has, that she comes with, and it says Batgirl, Art of the Crime. Now I never actually really heard of that. This is actually based on like the comic book, that she's in, So I think that's kind of interesting. But this one thing is kind of cool about it. If you're actually doing these, you can see that it does have like the build-a-piece right here, which is called the Batmobile. That's what we're going to be building with this one. I believe that's probably why these were kind of hard to find. So this is a piece of the Batmobile. You can also see it like on the back too. It shows which piece I have. I think that's the one that's white right there. So I have like the left side of the Batmobile, and you will need 2 more pieces of this to actually assemble this, to put it together. And of course it shows like the other 2 figures that the build-a-piece comes with, the Batmobile. Now one of the things I must admit to, I'll touch on this probably again in the video, is I'm not too big on this look of Batgirl. I wasn't really that familiar with it, I would even have preferred like the Batgirl, the Burnside. I would have definitely preferred this look for like Batgirl, like with McFarlane Toys. I would like to see them do like a version of Batgirl like this. I think this was kind of cool, it's kind of like new and more modern, I would prefer her looking like that, And this, of course, is the background insert that comes with Batgirl. She has her card and her stand attached to it. Like I always say, kind of against that. But it kind of makes sense because I know there are collectors who wouldn't open these at all, they probably decide to leave them in there like that, so that's kind of cool, Now I do notice that like if you take a look at these, they are actually much wider than the actual other like DC boxes. I might give an example. Yeah, as you can see, this box right here is much thicker than this one, much wider. Because you can see a piece of it, which this is where the build-a-piece would be at. It's actually sticking out, so you can tell that these boxes, the ones that come with the build-a-piece like this rail, like the Batgirl, is a much larger box than the regular box for the figures, Just giving that an example, So expect the ones with the build-a-piece, like the Batmobile piece in it, in this particular way, their boxes are larger than the regular boxes. See, like the build-a-piece right here is right there, like the Batmobile piece is actually right there next to Barbara, as you can see. As you can see, there's the Batgirl figure, so I'm going to go ahead and measure her. And she's over 7 inches, almost 8 inches in height. So I guess the first thing I'll do is talk about the accessories that come with Batgirl. Now first of all, she does have like this car right here, and this is the particular comic book version that she is based on. It says Batgirl, Art of the Crime. Now I wasn't really too familiar with that particular storyline, and of course it gives like the data on Batgirl, and this is the Barbara Gordon version. Now it says and it is new. It does say she first appeared in Detective Comics, not Detective Comics, but Batgirl issue 27, which is released in 2018. Barbara Gordon is her real name, and she's 5'9", and she weighs 140 pounds. Now those are the things I'm really interested about as far as these figures go, When they talk about like the heroes or heroines, like their weight and height, I'm very curious about that. Now this really gives like an origin on her. What kind of, by day, Barbara Gordon is the bookish daughter of Gotham City Police Commissioner Jim Gordon. By night, Barbara dons a cape and cowl as Batgirl, committed to justice like her father, while her utility belt is equipped with batarangs and other crime-fighting gadgets. Her greatest tools are her brilliant mind and her unwavering determination. Batgirl is an expert martial artist and gymnast trained in part by Batman, who's extremely athletic and agile. Her athletic memory her athletic memory, heightened intelligence, and advanced knowledge of computers makes her a natural leader and skilled crime fighter. So I think that's kind of cool to give you like a biography on them too as well. Now another thing she has, of course, is her actual stand. As you can see, this has like the DC logo on it and the peg as usual. Now another accessory and that Batgirl comes with is actual Batarang. So this here is her version of the Batarang that she has. It's like a gold shaped Batarang, you know, where it's like Batman's on or usually like solid black. So far, you know. So I'm gonna see if I can put this in her hand. Now I had actually trouble getting the Batarang in the Batgirl's hand. I actually had to put it like that in her hand, like it wouldn't really fit in there, you know. So that was kind of interesting. I probably won't really have it like that. Now I do kind of display them with that. Like one of my Batmans I kind of display with his Batarang. So I probably would be up for it. But like I had kind of some trouble getting that in her hand. Just giving it a shot, you know. And the last weapon accessory that Barbara comes with for Batgirl is her actual grapple gun. And as you can see, there's like the rope firing off, you know. And like I say, there's no question I would wanted a grapple gun like this, you know, that can shoot out, you know. It would have been cool if it had like a bendable wire in it, you know, but it's okay, you know. I like how this looks kind of like an 8 shooting out right there. So this still is like a nice looking thing, you know. It would have been cool if they had like a grapple gun that actually just didn't have the wire on it. It just was like you know, simple like by itself, you know. But there's no question I would want it. Like I said, like with the previous figures, there's no question I would have wanted like a grapple gun with the rope shooting out too, you know, that would look cool, you know. Like they already shot it out, you know. So I think that's still cool, you know. So I'm gonna see if I can put this in her hand too as well. I actually had trouble with the Batarang though. So yeah, as you can see, she does hold this pretty well. The grappling gun. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual articulation of the Batgirl figure. Now she does seem to stand pretty well, you know, and they do stand, you know. I don't have no trouble getting them to stand. They really don't even need these, you know. I've been having no problems getting them to stand, but this is how she looks, you know. And I think this is a design that's okay, you know. I like how you can notice like certain things about her, like you can barely see her ear that like she's listening, you know. But barely listening, I think that's cool how they painted that in. You also can see how the ears are at the top, you know, through her hair. And again, I'm not too big on these capes, you know. I wish we had like capes, you know, just hung or you can bend them, you know. But it's okay, it kind of makes sense, you know. I'm okay with this, you know, that she has like a dynamic type cape, you know. The way her utility belt is sculpted, I think that's awesome. How you can see like signs of the bat symbol, even like on her chest too, like the way the bat symbol is, you know. Even like on her legs, you can see the bats like on her legs. I think that's cool, like her boots. And of course she has like pegs down there too as well. Now her arms can be bent like that. You can rotate the hands. So as you can see, you can bend them. The head, you know. Now she kind of tilts, but not too much, and I believe it's because her hair right here, you know, is in the way. Now she doesn't look up, but she can kind of look down, you know. She can do the split. These can be bent too. I'm still amazed at how good articulation is in like the McFarlane Toys figures, and it's kind of cool. So as you can see, she can bend the legs. Feet can rotate. Now they even have that pivot in them too, where you can bend them like that to the side on the ankle, which is kind of cool. It's a nicely done figure. Like I say, even I am not too like big on this look of Batgirl. I would have preferred like this particular version, like the Batgirl of Barricade. Even I would have preferred like a Batgirl like that, you know, that looks kind of like that. That would have been awesome, you know. Now the last accessory that she does have is the actual Batmobile, as you can see, and this is just a piece of it, and this is kind of like the left side. This where is like I think this where is like yeah, this is actually the outside of it, and you can see the wheels actually roll. So I would need to actually collect the other two figures that have the other two pieces of the Batmobile, and then you would just assemble it. I think this is where you will actually hook the other piece at. It's right here is like a mid piece, and there's like two side pieces. So that does look kind of cool. And I'm looking forward to building that. You know, I never had like a build, like a piece, like with a figure. I never had anything like that. You know, so I'm kind of looking forward to doing something like that. You know. Now here's Batgirl of the other McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. So as you can see, I have the Batman animated series figure, Batman based on issue 1000, and here's Batgirl based on the Art of the Crime, and then you also have Harley Quinn too as well, and these are all McFarlane Toys figures. Now I'm still very excited that he has his DC license. You know, I can't wait to see what other figures he puts out, because I already know about some of the other ones, and there are other ones that are out now that I am definitely planning on getting. You know, I would definitely recommend picking these up, especially if you're like a fan of like Batman, like characters. You know, there's no question McFarlane Toys probably has to be some of the best, putting the best company, one of the best companies, I believe, in my opinion, that's got to be putting these out, you know, on that level, you know. Okay, there's the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batgirl figure based on Batgirl Art of the Crime, and that's her appearance like in a particular comic book series that I wasn't really too familiar with. Now, I'm still not too big on this actual look of Batgirl, but it still is awesome to have a Batgirl figure, you know, especially from like McFarlane Toys, and I must admit, even I would have preferred like this particular version of Batgirl, you know, from the Burn side. This is the graphic novel that I have, you know, of it. So yeah, even I have preferred like a Batgirl like that, you know. And there's like other versions they can do, you know, they can do one based on like the television series, even the animated version. Now that would have been probably cool too, but then she probably had that kind of out of proportion type body, you know, like the animated series one did, you know. But I did have trouble finding this particular figure. I actually had to order this one because I couldn't find it in stores, so I do kind of believe that currently these are only on online. That's probably the only way you can get them, you know. Now I'm suspecting some GameStops may have them, you know. That's why I actually ordered this one from, you know, was GameStop. But there's two more ones, you know, with the build the Batmobile, you know. You have like I think Nightwing and the Batman Who Laughs, you know. So I plan on actually getting those two as well, you know, so I could assemble the actual Batmobile piece, you know. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking this one up, you know. And I'm definitely looking forward to other figures that McFarlane Toys are going to be bringing, you know, producing like in the DC like line. I can't wait to see what other figures he has on the way, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.